Lucky for me, my bestie loves to shop like I do, so she came, she picked me up, and off to Trader Joe's we went. Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, tips for all shades of mom life. And in today's video, I am back to share with you my monthly trip to Trader Joe's where I spent $200, you guys. And I could have spent more, but it was a Sunday and it was the morning. So of course I couldn't get my alcohol, and they had like one of these amazing, all these specialty bottles of sparkling wine and Moscatos and things that only come out during the holiday time. But of course I couldn't get that. So it's definitely on my list for next time if it's still there. But you never know with Trader Joe's, because all the Halloween stuff, gone. Some of the fall stuff, gone. Now it's pretty much just focusing on Thanksgiving. And by the time I get there next time, they'll be in a full mode for Christmas. So I just had fun being able to shop and kind of get all the things that I know I wouldn't be able to get next time, plus our staples. I was feeling under the weather, so there's nothing like a little bit of retail therapy at Trader Joe's to make you feel better. So I'm gonna take you down to the counter and I'll show you what I spent $200 on at Trader Joe's, and I have some bonus news. Okay, you guys, so here is a quick overview of what almost $200 looks like from Trader Joe's. And then I also have some of these really pretty fantasy pumpkins, and I'll share with you guys those first since they're right here front and center, and they are so beautiful. So I absolutely love these kinds of pumpkins. They almost fall in the gourd family. They even had a peach colored one, and then one that was more like orange and green with all the little bumps on them, which I love those too. But these were $6.99 a piece, which I think is really good, because at a pumpkin patch these are generally way more expensive, and everywhere I've gone I haven't seen the fantasy ones, and these ones are just so pretty. I think they'll look gorgeous on my porch, and these are the kinds of ones that you can leave through November, since it's still very harvesty. I'll probably leave this through Thanksgiving and then like get rid of it the day after or so when I start getting ready to decorate the porch for Christmas. But I thought these were such a good deal, and I think they're gonna look absolutely gorgeous on my porch. Now, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I'll make sure to post a picture of what it looks like there, so you guys can go over and check me out, 50 Shades of Mom, and I'll make sure, like I said, to share with you guys what this looks like when it's all set up. All right, now let's jump over here to my little produce section. So I got some of the Yukon Gold potatoes. I need that for a bunch of recipes. I got some of the crimini mushrooms, I guess they're called. I usually like the portobello, but they didn't have any. They only had these kinds, but they still look good. And I need that to make a copycat Alice Springs chicken from Outback. So delicious. I got a fresh thing of basil. Look at the size of this container. I don't think I've ever seen a container of fresh basil this size, but I got this to make my little marinated tomato mozzarella balls. I usually take a piece of mozzarella that's been marinated in oil and garlic and use some basil and stuff it inside of a red cherry tomato. But since we're going to use this for Halloween as a Halloween appetizer, I'm going to use the orangey yellow heirloom cherry tomatoes and stuff the basil and mozzarella inside of that, so that fits well with our Halloween, you know, themed appetizer. So I'm excited about making that because I've never done it like that before. So that sounds yummy. Look at these heirloom tomatoes. Speaking of heirlooms, these are huge and perfect for sandwiches and stuff, and I just absolutely love heirlooms. They are my favorite. When I grew tomatoes in my garden, these are the ones that I grew. They're super flavorful, absolutely delicious. So I got those, and then I also got 4 avocados because I'm going to go ahead and make some guacamole for Halloween also. I made it when we went on our little girls trip, and everybody absolutely loved it. And I share this recipe in my new cookbook, except I do a Christmas guacamole where I put pomegranate seeds in there, and so I'm just going to omit the pomegranate seeds and just do my regular guacamole recipe. Hold up, hold the phone. Did I just say new cookbook? Yes, I said a new cookbook. That's this baby right here. And I am so excited to finally spill the beans and share with you guys the secret that we have been keeping for so long. Vanessa and I started this project at the beginning of COVID, so it has been quite the journey, but I'm happy to announce that Vanessa from Lemonade Mom and I put together another cookbook. This one is just a e-cookbook, so it's solely digital online, but it is a holiday cookbook, which just speaks to all the feels for me. So these are all Halloween and fall related recipes. They are like game day recipes for football time, which just happens to be my personal favorite. There's Thanksgiving recipes in there and Christmas recipes, desserts that came straight from my family that I'm sharing with you guys. So I am really excited. This book has 60 recipes in it, you guys. There is 20 drinks, 20 desserts, and 20 appetizers, and the drinks are both kid and adult friendly, and the appetizers and the desserts are just amazing. I feel like we really outdid ourselves this time. I loved our last cookbook, I really did. They were some of our personal recipes that like we've been mastering over our time of cooking, but we really weren't into like the food photography part of it. And this time I feel like we really learned from our past experiences. The pictures are just gorgeous. It is I really enjoyed working on this project, and I feel like it came out better than I ever could have imagined. Now there's so many more details to this cookbook and how we're launching this out, so there'll be more of like a sit down kind of chat and explain to you more of what's going on. But there's Halloween recipes in here, and so we couldn't wait any longer, but we were kind of having some hiccups with our web designer, and so that is how we're launching our cookbook this time. So we're not even just launching a cookbook today, we're also launching our website. So both of us have finally set up our websites that we've had forever. Both of us had them set up at the start of our channels and then just never did anything with them, and so this was the perfect time to be able to share our website with you guys and be able to offer the cookbook right there for you, because you can get the old ones as well as the new one right there on the website. But we were just kind of hitting some snags along the way, and we couldn't wait any longer because we wanted to be able to release them to you so that you could have those Halloween recipes at your fingertips for this upcoming weekend. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out the new cookbook or our old one, you can head over to 50shadesofmom.com or lemonademom.net. I'll put both of the links in the description box, but again, there'll be so much more involved in there. Once we have our websites, we'll be able to really sit down and tell you guys what our plans are for our websites, especially going in to the new year. But for right now, in the middle of a Trader Joe's haul, it just wasn't really the time to break all that stuff down. We're just making a bunch of our recipes from this cookbook this weekend, and we purchased the ingredients, so we just figured it would be a perfect time for both of us to say, hey, these are the things that we are using to make the recipes from our new book, and it just gave the perfect segue to let you guys know. But go ahead, check it out, go over to the website and be able to see all the information that you need to see for now, and then stay tuned for a little bit more information when we can kind of break down to you what more is coming. But that's it for now, you guys. So let me break you back into our Trader Joe's haul, but I am so excited, and I hope that you guys are too. So make sure if you guys want the recipe to that guacamole or to that marinated mozzarella and tomato ball recipe, you guys head over to my website and check out the new cookbook. So I really am excited to share that news with you guys. All right, and then I also got some limes and lemons. Paul uses the limes when he makes his big thing of tea, and then I've been using lemons in my water. That's one of the things that the doctor says that I really need to increase my water intake, and that'll help with my headaches as well. So I went ahead and got some lemons. And then here are the cherry tomatoes that I'm going to pull all the yellow ones out. I mean, there are some red and dark ones, but I think the ones that look maybe orangey I can still get away with too. But I'm just going to pull out all the reddish ones and save those for Maya. And then all of the orangey ones are the ones that I'll stuff with the mozzarella and basil and garlic and stuff and serve that for Halloween. Here are some Pop-Tarts for the kids. I just got the cherry pomegranate. It's a small box, so I'll probably have to get a bigger box at Walmart next week, but I just like to switch up the flavors for the kids. So I got that. And then you guys, my kids really like these. I got them last time, and believe it or not, Jake is the one who ate more of these than even the little kids. Like, I had to say to him, like, hey, let the little kids have another one too. And there wasn't even enough because there's only 6 in here. So he definitely enjoyed them. So I wanted to make sure to pick them up again, but my little kids like them too. But when Jake likes a good snack like this, I'm always prone to going ahead and picking up another one. So I got one of those. My kids have really been liking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I was in Trader Joe's. I just decided to pick up their brand. So we got that. And then look, you guys, they had these seasonal dog treats out. These are the pumpkin recipe ones. I actually didn't see these when I went last time, and these are the ones that usually come out in October. And then in November, they have ones that are little turkey boned shaped, and they're turkey and cranberry sauce flavored, which is perfect for November. And then they also have Christmas ones that they come out with. And I think it was last year that they came out with a doggy advent calendar from Trader Joe's. It was Trader Joe's or Aldi, but I'm pretty sure that it was Trader Joe's that had them. And I even had someone from California send them to me because I couldn't find them in any of the ones by me. But I always get the little seasonal dog treats for the puppies when they have them. I got our Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese. I think Paul would have killed me if I didn't come home with that. So I picked that up. And then here are the whole milk mozzarella balls. So they did not have the little mozzarella pearls, which is generally what I use to stuff those tomatoes when I did my Walmart grocery haul on Monday. So I just picked up these big ones, and I'm just going to cut them in 4 pieces, and that'll be the same size as the pearls. And I'll just go ahead and marinate those to stuff. And then I got some Arogoto cheese because I'm going to make some brownies. Actually, these are also in the cookbook, and I'm going to use the Ghirardelli brownies as the base because they're perfect for that. But then I make a amaretto flavored like cheesecake layer. It's a really good. My mom and I always made them around Christmas time. Amaretto is a very popular flavor for an Italian family during Christmas time. So we would put this amaretto touch to this cheesecake layer on top of the brownies, and they are so good. So I got this to make that. And then I got these yogurt pouches for the kids. I know that they're not the kids' favorite, but they're mom's favorite because it's under $4. So when it's under $1 a pouch for organic, that's like a huge deal because the Stonyfields, the Chobani's, all the other ones, they're closer to $5 and $6. So when I'm in Trader Joe's, I just pick these up for the kids because the price is right for yogurt that they love. So I got that. And then this I didn't see last time, but this says organic pumpkin spice granola bark, and it's gluten-free. It's pumpkin spice flavored granola layered with a dark chocolate and topped with toasted pumpkin seeds. Doesn't that sound so yummy? So I went ahead and picked that up. And then I did get a bunch of cards. I actually had a death in our family, and so I went over to pick up a sympathy card. And then while I was over there, I just picked up a few other cards because Trader Joe's cards are amazing. And they're only 99 cents. So I like to pick up just a few generic like birthday or blank cards. So when a holiday comes up, if I've forgotten to pick someone up a card, then maybe I have it in my arsenal. So I got this sympathy one. And then this I actually did pick up for a reason. It's a happy anniversary card, but it's my parents' anniversary. So I picked that up for them. And then I just picked up like a nice feminine birthday card. I thought this was another cute birthday card with the sushi on it. And then this one just says that you make every day a whole lot brighter, and it says it's a friendship card. But I mean, you could use that as a birthday card anyways because it's blank on the inside. So got that one. And then this one that's also a blank card, and it said, how did you get so fabulous? So I thought those would be perfect just to kind of keep in my bin. And then I did get some of these hot cocoa stirring spoons. These things are really cute. Let me show you the top of them. So it's like a stick with different kinds of chocolate on the bottom and marshmallows, and you mix it into a warm cup of milk, and it makes like a homemade hot cocoa. And I thought these would be really cute for our elf to bring. So I just got those to give to the kids one day. And then I also went ahead and picked up these Coffee Lover espresso beans. So it's chocolate covered espresso beans, and it says inspired by your favorite sweet coffee combinations. Does it say on the back which kind of flavors? It doesn't, but you can see that it's all like different kinds in there. So it's like a light coffee, a white, a milk, a dark. So those sound really good. And I'm actually making a cold brew cake that I'll be sharing with you guys on Saturday. It's like a cold brew pie. And then I'm also sharing with you guys how to make a pumpkin cold foam cold brew, the one from Starbucks. It's like a copycat dupe. And so I'm going to share like a whole coffee themed video with you guys, and that'll be out on Saturday. And I needed the chocolate covered espresso beans for that. So I got that. And then I always try to remember to pick up these Pretzel Slims. They're very close to the ones that we love that have the everything flavor that are always super hard for me to find, the Snack Factory ones. Every time I go someplace, they usually have the original or like the Parmesan and garlic. We love the everything, and because they're so hard to find, I try and remember to pick the ones up from Trader Joe's when I go. They're super delicious. We love that with sour cream, dunking it in a little bit of cream cheese. Super, super yummy. So I got those, and then I got these pita chips. I actually shared it with you guys in the video where I did my what I eat in the day Dollar Tree version. I shared with you guys that I got these Stacy's Parmesan and garlic pita chips, and I started the bag and Maya killed the rest of it. She just loves all those kinds of chips. So when I saw these at Trader Joe's, I just grabbed them because I know that she'll love them. And then of course I always get the white cheddar corn puffs, which are just very similar to Pirate's Booty, and my kids absolutely love that. All right, so I was with Vanessa and she said that this was like all the rave, and I hadn't seen it on any of the pages that it was something new, but it's called Everything But the Leftovers Seasoning Blend. So I love their everything but, and this is like a very savory blend. When I tried to read, let me see what it says here. So it basically says that it is a blend of spices and herbs that give a nod to a traditional family meal. Use the seasonings over potatoes, eggs, and meat and vegetables. And when I looked like at the ingredients that are inside, it just sounds very much to me like something you would put on your turkey, like a poultry kind of seasoning or something. So everybody has been talking about it, so I figured it's the perfect season to give that a try. So I picked that up and then got the Trader Joe's organic Kansas City style barbecue sauce. I do not think that this is the one that I used. Another new recipe that's in the new cookbook, I used Trader Joe's barbecue sauce to make my little piggy wiggies. I absolutely love them. And the best barbecue sauce that I had found that worked for that flavor combination was the one from Trader Joe's. And this is not the one. I'm hoping this is just as good, but they did not have the one that I really liked. So I tried this one instead, but you can kind of see in the picture the bottle from Trader Joe's in the background, and that's the one that I really like. It's the best flavor combination with that recipe, so keep an eye out for that if you want to try and make that recipe. Then I decided to pick this up. This was new for me. It's a Trader Joe's Harvest Creamy Pasta Sauce. It says it's made with a pumpkin and butternut squash. It actually sounds really good. We had a salsa from Trader Joe's last time that had all of that, and you couldn't even tell that that's what was in there. It just tasted like a really nice hearty salsa. And we're doing fried raviolis on Halloween, and I was going to use my regular pasta sauce that I have a recipe for, but that recipe has like meat and chunks and stuff in it, and I didn't know if that was necessarily going to work when you were dunking fried ravioli. I was kind of looking for something a little bit more creamy, so I thought this is nice and like harvesty and festive and a lot more orange for Halloween, so I thought that would work. So I picked that up. And then I got 2 cans of organic tomato sauce. I'm going to use that to make stew. My mom always made stew on Halloween, and she called it like witch's brew. And she always had a big pot going on the stove all day. And then when we come in from trick-or-treating, then we would have like a big hot bowl of stew. But on Halloween, since I'm going to Vanessa's and we're doing appetizers, I'm just going to make it during the day when I'm here so I can see it on the stove and kind of get my mom's vibe and stick with tradition. But then we're just going to have it the next day. So on Sunday, instead of doing football food, which is like blasphemy in this house, I'm just going to go ahead and do the stew. So that's what I got the tomato sauce for. Since I'm still a little bit under the weather and I really don't feel like doing a whole big cooking tonight, speaking of blasphemy, it is Sunday when I am filming this. So normally we would be doing appetizers, but I am just not feeling like the whole charcuterie board and pulling everything together like I normally do on a Sunday. so we're gonna do soup and sandwiches. So my husband absolutely loves creamy tomato soup and grilled cheese. So we're gonna do grilled cheese and tomato soup sandwiches for those who want that, and then I'm going to share with you another soup in just a second that we're going to have for those that don't want the tomato soup. I got 2 of their beautiful baguettes. One I'm going to use for croutons, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't burn these. And then the other one I'm going to use to have with the stew, because you need like really crusty, yummy bread that you dunk into the stew. So got 2 baguettes for that, and then the flowers, you guys. I decided to switch up my flower combination. They finally had white hydrangea back, and I almost bought it, but the flowers that my husband got for my birthday didn't last very long. He got me the most beautiful pink roses, but the tips were dipped in glitter. And as soon as I saw that, they looked super bougie and pretty for him to kind of walk through the door when he did on my birthday with them. But as soon as I realized they were dipped in glitter, I just knew that they weren't going to last very long, and they didn't even last a week. Like, they're completely dead upstairs. So I've been putting flowers in my room. I have a whole bunch of decor down here, and in order to put my flowers out somewhere, I'd kind of have to remove my decor for the places that I normally would put flowers. So I've been putting them in my room, which I found has been super cheery. When I open up my eyes, I see the flowers, and I feel like these color concepts just bring a little bit of autumn to my room instead of doing like the plain white hydrangea. Maybe when we're out of season, I'll go back to that. But for now, I was just very drawn, which I don't normally do. So I found a couple of fun combinations, and then they had my pumpkin tree, which we'll get to in just a second. But I picked up these sunflowers, and I really like them because look, some of them are the dark ones, and then some of them are the ones that are more green. So it's like a variety of them, but look how tight they are. Like, you almost can't even see in there. They're not even open. So these are gonna last a very long time, which I'm excited about because Trader Joe's flowers are so well priced, and they last long anyways. So this will create even more longevity. Super excited. And then I got these beautiful mums. Look how pretty those mums are, and they're just that awesome deep purple with these little white tea roses. So how pretty is that going to look with the sunflowers, and then these little mums with the white tea roses, and then this one is daisies with the little white tea roses in that same color. So that yellow on the inside will bring the yellow out from that, and I just thought that would look so good. And then they had my pumpkin tree, you guys. They didn't have it last time, and I was pretty much convinced that they were not going to have it back because they usually don't. It's usually like the very end of September, beginning of October, and then once they go out, they don't have them anymore. But if you guys have never seen this, I've heard mixed things. Someone said that they were mini eggplant, and then someone else told me that they're mini peppers, but they're labeled on the label as a pumpkin tree, and they just look like little pumpkins when they grow on the stem, and they are obviously edible, but to mix them in with that, I just can't wait. So I'll share that on Instagram as well, what those all look like when those are set up. But I am super excited, and that was kind of a pricey bunch of flowers because these are $8 all on their own. So this was pretty much 20 bucks in flowers, but it's cool. It was just my birthday, so it's worth it. The only meat that I picked up, oh no, I picked up another one down there, but I did pick up the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. My husband absolutely loves these. These are his favorite. So sometimes next week we'll do Mississippi chicken because that's what he loves when I get this to use for that. So picked that up for him. Picked up the kids the turkey corn dogs. They absolutely love corn dogs, and this is just a quick and easy lunch for mama. And there's 4 in here. Jacob doesn't like them, and each of the kids only have 1, so I get 2 lunches out of this box, which I always feel like is a good deal. So got that. And then here's the other soup that we're going to use for dinner. I've never seen this before, but it's 2 self-serve soups in there, and it says it's a slowly simmered French onion soup with Swiss cheese and croutons, and it looks so yummy. So those who don't want tomato soup can have a French onion, and we'll do an array of sandwiches, cold cuts. I'm super excited. That's such an easy dinner for mom, and yummy. We have those heirloom tomatoes on the yummy bread we get from the Dollar Tree. Yes, it's going to be a good meal. Okay, so I always get Jake the gnocchi gorgonzola. It's just like a white cheddar-y macaroni and cheese, and he loves this for a quick lunch for himself. So I picked that up for him, and then I picked up some of the organic rainbow cauliflower. I absolutely love this stuff. It is super, super delicious. And then I got some of the Trader Joe's mini beef tacos for when we do football Sundays and appetizer meals. We can use those for that. And then we can also use these for that. So these are Trader Joe's, the big soft pretzels. These things are amazing to cook them up, and then you just serve them with like a liquid cheese, and you have like that yummy cheese and pretzel. So good for an appetizer board. And then I also got the pork pot stickers. These things are super, super delicious. You can't even get them better in some kind of Chinese takeout. I've gotten these kinds of dumplings before from the Chinese food place, and they're good, but I feel like these are even better, and they're such a good price, and there's a fair amount in this bag. Like, look how many of these fill the bag. And I usually just steam them until they're soft, and then I throw them in a frying pan with a little bit of butter, and it gives you like a really good crisp. So picked those up for another appetizer. And then here is the other meat that I got, and I would think that I'm gonna save this for like around Thanksgiving time, or maybe if we want to do a mock Thanksgiving here at the house on another day. But I don't know if this is going to be there by the next time I go back, because it won't be for a month. So it'll be really, really close to Thanksgiving, and I'm pretty sure they'll be all transitioned to Christmas by then. So I picked this up right now, and it is a turkey tenderloin wrapped in cornbread stuffing and then put in a puff pastry. How can any of that be bad? Like, look how pretty that looks. The tenderloin, and then you can see the stuffing around it, and then this big puffed pastry. They actually do that with beef. What the heck is that called? I don't know. If I can remember, I'll put it here on the screen. But there's some kind of like beef dish that you do also when you take like a beef big piece of it and stick it in a puff pastry with like gravy and stuff. I'm gonna look it up, because now it's gonna bother me that I can't remember what I'm thinking of. But really, really excited to cook that up. But that was it, you guys. That was my super long-winded $200 haul from Trader Joe's and my awesome cookbook news. All right, you guys, so that's it for this time's Trader Joe's haul. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I hope you'll subscribe and stick around for future videos. I don't always have a large announcement in the middle of my Trader Joe's haul, but like I said, it was just like the perfect timing to be able to let you guys know, and I'm really excited about it. This is a project I just feel super passionate about, and it feels good to put out something that you're proud of. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all so, so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.